Here we go. Golf is happening. A lot of trash talk between Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson. I'll tell you what, if you want to see people trash talk each other in a very PC fashion, very PC fashion, they've done it in an incredible fashion. I mean, obviously, last night, Tom Brady had one of the most savage tweets I've ever seen in my entire life, using the Michael Jordan look at the iPad meme or GIF whenever ESPN or somebody of that nature talked about my plans. Atlanta Falcons 28-3, my 2020, Tom Brady scoring a touchdown. We know Tom Brady can be an absolute savage. Can be that is what Tom Brady is on the internet, a savage. He's kind of tempered it back a little bit because of his respect for Peyton Manning and his respect for Tiger Woods. Will that change on the course on Sunday on TNT, TBS, True TV? This is like a March Madness coverage of this thing. Find True TV, find the Bravo, find CBS, find TNT, find TBS. You will see Peyton Manning and Tiger Woods taking on Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady. Very kosher trash talk happening right now. Yeah. And I think Tom Brady's potentially saving all of his big old Kim Jong-un missiles for potentially 17, maybe hole 18, just to drop it down on Tiger Woods.
A lot of dad trash talk.
We got to ramp it up.
Well, they're not going to. That's just the world we live in right now. Dad trash talk wins because it's PC. There's no swear words. You're not offending anybody. You're not potentially bullying anybody, even though it's a state of competition with four of the most competitive humans to ever exist. Yeah. Something's going to get hot. If something gets contentious in there, I am here for it. That's really what's going to potentially save it. Because this last golf thing, the tailor-made driving relief thing, it stunk. It was a snooze fest. I liked that it happened. I got a chance to see the ocean again. Maybe felt like I was on a vacation. Stood very close to my TV. Tried to really get engulfed by the view there. Act as if I was on a mental vacation there for a little bit. But the coverage stunk. It was kind of boring. It was a snooze fest. But Rory McIlroy comes in and sticks 10 feet from 120 out to win the whole thing. Like we said, Rory, Dustin Johnson take it home. Now this week, the first match was a dud. This thing on Sunday was a dud. Well, this Sunday on TNT, TBS, True TV, will this be a dud? Charles Barkley's on the call. I think he'll make it entertaining regardless. There's a guy that can cover house being painted and make it entertaining. You got Justin Thomas on the course. Justin Thomas kicked a guy out of the fans, off the course one time whenever he was getting heckled. Will he be a no-nonsense guy out there? Amanda Balionis will be out there, and the guy doing the play-by-play is obviously our boy, Brian Anderson.
Yep. Trevor Immelman will also be out there.
And I know all these people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I know exactly who all of them are. And I have faith that they won't make it suck like last ones kind of suck.
I think the back nine is where it's really going to pick up when they do the alternate shot.
Yes.
Because then it's like
Tiger chirping Peyton potentially for putting Tiger in a bad situation.
Yes.
Phil Mickelson chirping Tom because he put Tom in a bad situation. Maybe Tom and Peyton get into it. Did you just kick my ball? Did you cover up my ball? No. Who's far? I'm out. You're out. No. Measure. You're out. I'm not out. Who's out? Who's putting first? Did you just step on my line? I can't wait for that to potentially pop off, but I don't think it will because I feel like they're getting a whole crash course in golf course ethics right now.
That's what we need, is some sort of cheating scandal out there.
Need it.
Yes.
Yeah. Need somebody to kick.
Foot wedge or something.
Tom Brady has to be involved in it too, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Has to be.
Don't you think they should also do like on a hole when they stepped up at the tee box, they throw a football into a garbage can, and whoever makes it in there first gets to move up 100 yards?
Yeah, just like a golf outing. Yeah. Just like a golf outing. Let's add this a little bit of a spectacle. It's not for money in their pocket, right? It's for charity?
Charity. $10 million to charity.
Come on, let's make this thing a spectacle.
I also wouldn't mind seeing Tiger run like a post corner, seeing Peyton drop it in the bucket.
No, I do not want to see him do that.
Why not?
Because if he hits a bad shot the next one, his back's going to be hurt, and we lose Tiger for the next 3 years. Yeah. We need Tiger in golf. I don't need him running any routes out there.
What about Phil?
Now, Phil, he can put his foot up over somebody's head. Mm-hmm. Maybe have him kick a football or something.
Phil, yeah, there are videos of Phil throwing the ball around the yard,
and he uses his glove. I think I've seen him on a field throw or on a course throw. It looks like he was throwing it as hard as he possibly could, and it was a rocket. I'm scared it's going to be boring. Is there another NASCAR race this weekend?
Yes. Probably.
It's going to be hard enough for me to flip over to that.
Is it going to help, though, that the charity money's already guaranteed going to certain places, whereas with the Rory match, they're kind of competing for their charities?
I'm not 100% sure. I would rather that there was competition on the line.
I mean, those guys want to win no matter what.
Yeah, I don't think Peyton would want to lose to Tom in this whole thing.
Yeah.
He's been retired. He's supposed to be the better golfer. Tiger doesn't want to lose to Phil again. So maybe there is a little bit of intrinsic motivation, I'd assume, potentially happening. But I would like if – is that right? No.
I'm just very impressed
Internal?
you dropped that word.
Is that right?
Yeah, it works.
I don't know.
Intrinsic and same thing as internal. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but you just called yourself Albert Einstein earlier.
I don't know if it was used correctly, but it sounded correct.
Belonging
so.
naturally.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So
Bingo.
Bingo. I used So it might be some intrinsic motivation out there. But I wish there was money on the line so they can maybe heat it up a little bit.
These guys.
Like I wish there was actually enough money to make them uncomfortable, like Jordan talks about whenever he's gambling with people. So then we can really get that. But I can understand why guys wouldn't want to do that either. I mean, but for a viewer, I'm like, yo, let's put like maybe a yacht up on this thing.
Or like Peyton had to. Oh, no, he doesn't own those anymore. If he had to put up a Papa John's location.
No, he sold those Papa John's, by the
Yeah,
way, probably
very
the most perfect time. And he got into the Papa John's business at the perfect time. I mean, Peyton made an incredible business decision on the way in and on the way out. He went in as soon as they legalized marijuana in Colorado. Okay. So how many pizzas are being inhaled? All of them. After all the pots get smoking and then all the pizzas are eaten, he's in there. How's it going? In lieu of cash, just give me some franchises. Gets the franchises. And then he says, you know what? I'm not in the pizza business anymore. Papa John's burns the whole thing down anyways, like a couple months later. So, I mean, it was pretty smart on his part.
Yeah, pretty smart.
But I wish there was money on the line. I do. Yeah, for instance, maybe it's a nationwide commercial that's on the line.
Maybe Tom puts Guerrero on the line.
Yeah, the TB12 is potentially now a part of PM18.
Correct.
You know, I mean, put that up on the line. Whenever we want to see something actually get lost, Tiger Woods, that yacht he has,
Yes.
get that thing up on the line. Phil Mickelson, calves, loses both of his calves. Everybody talks about how good his calves are. Boom, they're gone if you guys lose. This is what's on the line. Now that would make it a little bit better, but we'll have to rely on the intrinsic motivation from the boys. That's what we'll have to do.
Nothing like intrinsic motivation.
Nothing like
What if they
you
went-
know all about it.
Super Bowl ring on Super Bowl ring. They put both of their firsts up there.
See that? Now this is something I can live for. And then you get Pawn Stars guy in there somehow, Rick, and he wants to
Rick.
buy them both. I mean, now we're playing a game.
$10 right now.
That's not going to happen. It's for charity. It's for kids.
For the kids.
It's for the kids, which is good, by the way.
Yeah.
Is it for kids? What are they raising money for?
COVID,
I think it's COVID
assume.
relief, yeah.
But for which particular COVID relief?
I'll find out. Sure.
Is it for masks? Is it for food? Is it for small businesses? What are they playing golf for this weekend? And who gets what if who wins? These are the questions that I need answered. I'm happy they're doing it,
Yeah.
It's awesome.
but I'm worried it's going to suck